Shalom, family. Back to make another video. Hope this video encourages you in your walk. And as I said, the purpose I make these videos is just to encourage you to seek the Most High for yourself, because it's the only place you're going to get your answers about the Most High's will for your life. And always remember, can't another person tell you about the Most High's will for your life. You know, there's times that other people can confirm something to you that the Most High has spoken to you all about already, but no one can tell you about the Most High's will for your life but Him, because He's your source, your creator. So therefore, it makes only sense that if you want to know what you need to do and what's your purpose and these type of things for existing and even being in this realm, it makes sense to go to your creator and ask Him, especially since Yeshua opened the door that gave us permission and access to that very thing. That as He conquered death and done away with the priesthood of men by sending His Ruach, the same Ruach that taught Yeshua and led and guided His life, will do the same in our lives. And all we have to do is ask Him and seek for those things so that we can receive the same direction for our own life in this existence and come to understand our purpose, that we're able to be ourselves, but with the understanding His mind. Therefore, we can fulfill our destiny and our responsibility in Him as one of His children. So, the thing that I wanted to talk about today, and as I said, I hope you all well, but if not, the Most High got you, so be encouraged. What I wanted to talk about, and just pretty much the crux of this message is just, is called scripted. Okay, we got to understand, family, that our creation process is scripted by the Most High Power. See, when we talk about the scriptures, okay, all the writings and teachings of men down through the ages, as far as where the scriptures that are called the scriptures, which is the story of man's relationship with the Most High Power and the power of Hasatan, the actual creation of us. And it's an ongoing process of creation because we have not entered the kingdom yet. So, but the point is, as you read those scriptures, we got to understand that every last one of us that's ever been created as a human being is in those scripts. The problem is because of the spirit of man's pride, which is the beast nature of man, and then the spirit of the false prophet, which is the spirit of religion. Because most of us have been taught by these methods or means, okay, we haven't understood the reality of what's going on in this process of creation enough to understand that we are all in the written scripts. It's only through the Ruach HaKodesh that you could find yourself in there. And that's when the scriptures come alive to you. That's when they begin to make sense to you, because you see yourself in there as a created being that's going through this experience of life, that you see things in there as you read it that you can relate to, that actually shout off them pages right to you where you see yourself in them situations and stuff. So that's when those things become real to you. Okay, that's when it matters. But everything is scripted. Okay, as far as the Most High is concerned, He's the author and the finisher of our belief. You know what I'm saying? He's the beginning. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So creation is scripted. Okay, so if it's all scripted, another reason to argue what makes us think we in control of anything. He's the creator. That's why He's the creator. So He's control. And as I said, one of the things that beginning to really understand and get the reality is that the reason why we've been lied and deceived to think we're in control, because to preoccupy and keep us from finding out the truth that the only thing that the Most High Power meant for us to control is ourselves. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what's the last fruit of the Spirit? Self-control. You know what I'm saying? It says, he that rules over his own ruach is mightier than he that takes a city. Okay, so the reality is, the only thing he meant for us to rule is our own flesh through the power and the understanding of the Ruach HaKodesh. The understanding, which is the understanding of his mind as our creator. So the only one he meant for us to control is ourselves. As far as everything else is concerned, he's Elohim. So only he has control over the rest of creation. As we learn to control ourselves, then we come to understand our responsibility and what we're really supposed to be doing, and how we can actually serve our Creator, and how we can be obedient to him, where it's our nature. It's not a choice for us to obey him, but it's our nature we obey him. Okay? The only one really, as I said, the only one with choice, family, is the Most High Power, and those that are submitted to him, that are made one with him through the power of his Spirit. Because we understand, as created beings, we were created to serve the Most High. And how we serve him is being ourselves in obedience, so that we can accomplish what he's chosen for us to accomplish in the kingdom. Okay? So, as I said, all I'm trying to bring home this reality, family, and it's only through the Spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh that you can receive that. Because as you understand yourself as being a created being, family, that humbles you. Because you understand the reality that you are what the Creator made you to be. And as a chosen vessel to be delivered from this place of darkness and being born of the kingdom, and you realize that it wasn't you in your own strength or anything you did, but it's because of the mercy of our Elohim that he chose to do this. It actually puts me in awe more and humble me more to understand that, Father, you my everything. You are. You are everything. As our Elohim and our Creator, you are everything. And without you, there is no us. So we must be born of your Spirit to understand these things and to be able to walk in these absolute truths of the kingdom. Where we brought to the place where we understand the foundational laws of the kingdom of the Most High is love and the oneness of his creation. And this existence that we are now, that don't exist. Okay? Because of the spirit of pride, where man's his own Elohim through the spirit of Hasatan. And he desires to be worshipped and served and want everybody doing what he says and all of that kind of stuff when he has no understanding of self. How hypocritical is that? You know, the Most High can't stand hypocrites. I can't either. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most offensive spirits ever. Somebody that don't know themselves trying to tell you about yourself. Just be offended as other people have come to the place where they think they got preeminence because they love preeminence over people. Because it gives them a sense of power and well-being. It pleases their flesh. And if they was operating under the spirit of the Almighty, they wouldn't operate that way. So the reality is, Yeshua opened the door, so we don't need no man or woman between us and him. We can come straight to the Father, just like he did through his Spirit. And as we understand we've been born again and we his child, guess what? We ain't afraid of our Father. We come to him at any time, in all times, in boldness, not demanding anything. But hey, we ain't afraid to ask him anything, because We are where we are right now because of his grace and mercy and his love for us. So we had understanding we have right now. So we're able to walk in the Spirit and walk as a child. So, like I said, we got to understand as created beings, we're scripted, all of us. The righteous and the unrighteous. They don't matter. Everything is scripted by the Most High Power. And there's no one that can deny that when it comes down to it. Because the reality in the end, every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna confess and yield to the will of the Most High Power and his only begotten Son. Every knee. That means every creature is gonna submit to the perfect will of the Most High Power of the kingdom. Because right now, that judgment going on right now. He said, let those that be just still. Let those be unjust still. Let him who's righteous be righteous still, and let him who's unrighteous be unrighteous still. That's what the harvest is, and that's what's happening right now. And those that's been deemed righteous by the Father, we being made righteous because we drawn closer and closer to him. We absolutely understand that everything we are is all him. He gets all the credit and the glory and everything for everything we are. Because apart from him, we ain't nothing. And we just being led to destruction and deceived as we continue to be caught up in the market of beasts, the spirit of Hasatan, and the spirit of the false prophet, which is fallen man's self-righteousness. It's how he justifies his existence in this fallen state, being separated from the Creator, the Most High Power. So, as I said, family, we got to understand the reality. We are created beings, and as a created being, our number one desire, at least for the child of the Most High Power, is to understand where we stand with him. And so, we cry out to him, we humble ourselves, we seek his face. And as he reveals the truth to us through the Ruach HaKodesh, guess what? We turn from our wicked ways. And our wicked ways is the ways of self that's separated from him. We stop glorifying ourselves as a created being and start glorifying the Most High Power, our Creator, our Elohim. So, as I said, I think that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But the reality is, stew on that for a minute. Everything's scripted. Your life is scripted because he's the Most High Power. And the sooner we come to grips with that as a created being, the more easier this journey gets. Because we know he's in control and he got us and he's put everything in us to accomplish what he desires to bring forth at his appointed time according to his perfect will, which it will be the manifestation of his righteous, holy, blessed kingdom. That's going to bring an end to this world as we know it. So, as I said, it is what it is, family. And the bottom line is, I'll just say this and then I'm done. See, if you caught up in a spirit of pride, which causes you to have the mark of the beast, and that spirit of self-righteousness through the spirit of religion, because I said religion is any system of thought that causes man to justify his existence without knowing the perfect will or agreeing with the perfect will of his Creator, then guess what? He's an Elohim to himself. And he's fitted for destruction in the end. So the bottom line is, it is what it is. Everything's scripted. So we're scripted to walk this thing out to our salvation with reverence and understanding as he charges us to do as his children. We're fitted for destruction. So it is what it is. So anyway, family, until next time, I pray that the Most High keep you and watch out over you as you continue to seek him out for yourself. So until the next time, I say one love and shalom.